without further ado, let's get started. Starting on hands and knees. Going to begin with cat and cow, warming up the spine. Relaxing the belly, take the gaze forward, inhale. And then exhale, round the spine, pull the belly in, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Downward facing dog, curl the toes, lift your hips up. Child's pose. Slowly lower the knees, sit the hips back towards the heels. And we're going to continue moving through that. Come to hands and knees. Down dog. Hips come high and back. And then slowly transition down to the knees. Child's pose, hips come back towards your heels. Moving at your pace. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, walk your feet forward to your hands. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, reach the arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, take a deep breath in. Lower down to your belly all the way, exhale. Low cobra, keeping your feet together, legs straight, lift your head, lift your shoulders, squeezing through the shoulder blades, upper back, lower back, glutes work. Lower down, exhale. Child's pose. Circle out your wrists, warming up the wrist. In yoga, we also, besides doing a lot of downward facing dogs, we do a lot of things on hands and knees and plank, side plank. And so we always want to make sure our wrists are ready to go. Coming back onto hands and knees, we're going to do a thread the needle exercise. The exercise is going to look a little bit like this. Your right arm's going to reach up, creating a twist. Then you're going to thread underneath, tap the right shoulder down to the mat, but then come right back up into your twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Inhale and exhale. And last one. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to center, other side. Left arm, inhale. Threading underneath, tap shoulder, exhale. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Coming all the way back, inhale, hand comes down, exhale. Down dog, curl the toes, lift your hips up high. Taking small steps, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, reach the arms up. Forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, top of a push-up, inhale. Lower down to your belly, exhale. Cobra to your degree, whether you do a baby or maybe a little higher, inhale. Lower back down, exhale. Child's pose. Side stretch. Lift your head, walk your hands over to the right. Reach the left arm long, looking for a stretch through the shoulder blade. Also through the rib cage, down the side of your body on the left. And then switch, other side. Looking now for the stretch on the right side of the body. Coming back to center, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, pressing the hips up and back. Exhale, walk or float your feet to your hands. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Sit into your chair, Utkatasana, exhale. Bringing the arms forward. We're going to open to a T, and maybe even a little further behind you, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then bring them back forward, touch the fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Take a deep breath in, reach arms up, forward fold, exhale. Plank pose, inhale. Lower down to the belly, exhale. We're in a Superman here. Lift your legs, lift your arms. A little bit like a skydiver. Bring the hands back by your hips. Lift a little higher. Child's pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Deep breath in, exhale out. Deep breath in and exhale out. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifting high, bending the knees, stacking the hip. Inhale. Step the right foot forward next to your right hand. Exhale. Lower your back heel down and rise to warrior one. Virabhadrasana. So your hips and your shoulders are still forward to the front of your mat. Looking for a stretch in the left front hip crease. So you're trying to take your tailbone down towards the mat and even slightly forward. Bend the elbows back to a cactus. Even squeeze the shoulder blades together, creating a little bit of a back bend to your degree. Inhale, reach the arms up, hands come down to the mat with control. Exhale. Plank. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. You can also lower down to the belly. Cobra. Inhale to your degree. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifting high, bending the knees, stacking the hip. Belly's in. Step forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1, back heel is down, 45-degree angle, reach the arms up. Once again, we've got the hips coming down, slightly forward, left knee's bent, right leg straight. Bend the elbows into cactus, make a little bit of a back bend out of it. Elbows might be a little bit down and low here to get that upper thoracic mobility. Stretching through the pecs and through the front of the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Hands come down to the mat. Exhale, control. Plank pose, inhale. Lower down to your belly. Grab your resistance band. With your resistance band, you're going to hold it into your hands. You're going to push it open. From here, once you've got it in a Y shape, pushing your band open, we're going to lift and lower. Okay, 4 of these. Inhale and exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale 3 and inhale 4. Release your band, keep it near the top of your mat. Child's pose. Deep breath in and exhale out. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifting, bending the knees, stacking the hip, create that big stretch, open space. And then step forward, warrior one, grab your resistance band. I'm gonna take that up into the air. So get your feet strong and solid. You're gonna hold onto the band with about that much gap. Reach the arms up. You're gonna open to a Y. From here, you're gonna hinge. Hinging at the hip, try to keep the band straight up, level with your head. And then come back up, one. Hinge, two. Hinge, three. And hinge, four. Hands come down to the mat. You're gonna flow through vinyasa, high plank. Chaturanga, or you can lower down to the belly as modification. Cobra to your degree, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg lifting high, bending the knees, stacking the hip. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana, step it forward. Back heel is down, grab your band. Reach it up, open the arms to a Y. We're gonna do the hinge. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale. Bring the hands down to the mat, exhale. Plank pose, inhale. Lower all the way down to your belly and stay there. You're gonna roll over onto one side, just turn to the side so you can still see. Stay onto the shoulder, all the way down, pencil-shaped bananas. You're gonna lift your legs, lift your head. We're gonna balance. Take the arms straight up into the air. You're gonna separate your feet by lifting the top leg high towards the ceiling. And lower that leg. Come back onto your belly and roll to the other side. All the way onto the hip. You're gonna lift the legs into your banana. Lift your head. Balance best you can on the side of that hip bone. It's okay to be wiggling around a little bit. If you're really steady, you may not be exactly on your hip bone. You might be leaning too far backwards. A little bit of movement is perfectly normal here. And then the top leg will lift up. Bring a little more challenge in balance. And you may notice one side easier than the other. And release. Come back onto your belly. Child's pose. Okay, so what you're going to need your sliders for is for your feet. We're going to come towards the back of the mat. You're going to put your feet on your sliders. Of course, I've got socks on, so I'm not going to use sliders since I'm already slick, okay? But if you've got bare feet, you're going to want to put your feet on the sliders or on towels if you're at home. We're going to mountain climb. So you can do this with your hands down. You're going to pull one foot in and then switch slow control. So I want it to feel controlled and mindful like yoga, not fast like fitness. So slow control, moving them at the same speed. Best you can, trying to keep your hips level with your shoulders. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stand up all the way. Going to grab your resistance band. We're going to move into goddess or horse stance with the band. So you're going to place the band underneath your right foot. Okay, your toes going to be turned out, and you're going to sit into your second position, plie, or maybe you know it as horse stance, or maybe you know it as goddess pose. And what we're looking to do is we're going to look to hold goddess with the band in just the right hand. So I'm only holding on one side. So you may want to loosen, you may want to bring it so you've got nothing in your left hand. I wouldn't even hold on to it with the left hand, right? Because you want to be able to sit in goddess and push that up. So I've got, if you can see, I don't know if you can see, I've got like very little material down there. Yeah, there you go. That way you can bring the arms all the way up to goddess as you bend your knees. And now you're going to make sure that that band is slightly behind your legs as you're going to teeter-totter to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Straighten the legs, turn the toes forward, wide-legged forward fold, relaxing down. We're going to take 4 deep breaths here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. We're going to make your way to stand. Going to switch now the band to the other side. Stepping on it so you've got enough that you can pull up. All righty, so second position. And then pulling up. Cactus arms. Then we're going to teeter-totter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice, straighten your legs. We're going to remove the band. This time when we do our forward fold, we're going to make it a more challenging because you're going to hold the band up over the head, arms straight, and you're going to press open to a Y. The objective is to try to keep the band in line with your head, not let it come down. We're trying to keep it in line with the head all the way. So lifting up and backwards. Your legs are going to be straight, super strong. Hinging down, open the arms, keep lifting through those arms. Once the hands tap down or get close, come all the way back up, super strong. That's 1. Hinging at the hips, flat back, getting low, strong back of the leg, strong back, rise up for 2. Slow lower and strong lift, push. 3, last one for 4. Excellent. Nice. Put your band down, bring your legs together and shake it out. Standing leg raise, reach the arms up overhead. I want you to select whichever leg you feel most stable on today. So transfer that weight and then see how high you can lift the knee bent. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Other side, arms come up, lifting as high as you can lift it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. This time we're going to do the standing leg raise, knee bent. We're going to bring it out to the side and hold. So arms come up, go to your starting side, lift the leg, and then bring it out to the side, and we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back forward, and then lower down. Other side. Arms come up, transfer the weight, lift the leg, and bring it out to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back forward and lower back down. Wide-legged forward fold. We're going to do a stretch here through the shoulders. Interlace the fingers, palms touch. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, chest pokes forward. Knuckles draw down towards the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward down, knuckles to the ceiling. Slowly come back up, strong. And release. Nice job. Bring it together, shake it out. All right, next up, we're going to move into warrior 3. So you're going to bring your arms up into the air. You're going to turn the foot that you're standing on. Make sure it's straight forward. The leg that you want to start with, you're going to point it behind. I don't care which one you want to start on. Just pick your stronger side. Lift that leg first. See where you're at with the balance before you continue lifting the leg, teeter-tottering down. But remember, you want the leg to lift, and that's the only reason why your chest is coming down. My chest is not coming down and my leg is staying down. I'm lifting up the chest, lifting up the leg, and I lift the leg more and more and more, and I'm only coming down to counter that leg lift. And then come back up. And let's switch the other side. Arms are up, pointing the foot behind. Start with the leg lifting as high as you can. And then teeter-totter down, but don't think down. Think lift the leg behind you up to the ceiling. Keep lifting it up. Keep lifting it up. Keep lifting it up. And you will come slightly forward in order to compensate for that lift. Nice job. Woo. All right, ragdoll. Legs are about hip width distance apart. You're going to bend your knees enough to get your belly to touch the thighs. And then let your head hang heavy. And then you can lengthen the legs to your degree. And slowly coming back up. Nice job. We're going to use our ball for tree. So most of the time you're familiar with tree being like this, right? Or like this. But today's tree, you're going to place the ball onto the shin of your standing leg, and then the foot that's going to move, you're putting on the back of the leg. And I'm going to bend the knee, I'm going to roll the ball, bringing the toe to the ball, lifting the knee up as high as I can, and then lower it back down to a hover. Let's try 4 of those. Arms where you need them for balance, either on your hips, out to the side, or holding on as high up as you can go, and roll back down. 2, 3, and 4. Nice. Let's switch to the other side. So it's kind of like on the side part of the shin here, okay, near the ankle. And I'm going to take the other leg and put the back of the leg on it. And then I'm going to bend that knee, bring the ball, the foot to the ball, maybe even the toe, coming as high as you can. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. All righty, and put your ball to the side. I'm going to come back into plank. Bring your right knee down to the mat, right underneath your hips. We're going to do a bird dog. Left leg's going to lift, right arm's going to reach. From here, you're going to bend your knee, reach back. See if you can touch your foot. And then if you have your foot, you're going to kick back to a floor bow type of little twisted floor bow action. And release. Plank. Left knee is going to come into your chest. Lower the knee down to the mat. Bird dog, right leg lift, left arm reach. And then you're going to bend the knee, reach back with your left hand, see if you can touch the foot. Once you have a hold of it, lengthen out, kick back. And release. Child's pose with your knees together. Come on to your belly for the full floor bow Dhanurasana. You're going to bend both knees, reach back, and then walk your fingers down to your ankle bones so that you can flex your feet. That way you're pulling on harder bones and not all the little baby bones in your feet. Let's kick back and up to your degree. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring your big toes to touch, allow your heels to fall open. Turn your head to the right and rest. Getting a stretch in the neck. Allow your face to soften. Turn your head now the opposite way. Getting a stretch in the neck. Relax your shoulders. And then coming back to center, one more back bend. Hands come by your sides near your low ribs. To make this cobra more accessible, you can bring the legs wider. If you've got a lot of good flexibility in your spine, the closer the legs are together, the harder it is. But I'm going to go ahead and widen mine. Lift your head and shoulders first using strong arms. You're going to push yourself up to your degree and then start to relax legs, back, belly, hips, everything starting to relax to allow the hip bone to come back down to the mat. And slowly lower down. Bring your legs together. Child's pose with your knees together. So we're going to start to round the spine now. So you're going to bring your elbows closer to your knees. Maybe they even touch. From here, you're going to pull your belly button in, feeling the stretch in the lower lumbar. I've got mine pulled in maybe about 20%, but you can pull in maybe 50%. And then you're going to bring your nose even closer to your knees, rounding yourself into a little rabbit style. Tuck it under, chin comes in tight. Belly button is coming in even more now. Pulling it in, stretching those vertebrae open at the lower lumbar. And release. Cat and cow, coming back to hands and knees. Inhale, relax the belly. Exhale and round. Inhale. And exhale. And the last one, inhale. And exhale. Going to make our way to seated in the 90-90 position. I'm going to mirror you, so I'm going to call out the opposite. You want to sit in the middle of the mat facing this long edge. You're going to bring your right leg in front. I've got my left leg, but I'm mirroring you. And then you're going to bring your left leg behind you. Knees are bent 90 degrees. You want to feel like your front leg is coming straight out forward towards the long edge of the mat, and that your shin is paralleled up to it. Then the back leg is going straight out. So if I were to put my arms open to a T and lower them down, the knee would touch there. And then this back knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, not tucked in, it's 90 degrees. From here, you're going to come down onto your right forearm. Reach out towards the edge of your mat, come down onto the elbow. The left arm's going to reach up and slowly go over to your ear. From here, you're going to lift your rib cage up towards the ceiling, left side up. You're going to bend the elbow, your left elbow, and see if you can touch your fingertips behind your head, maybe even onto your shoulders or into your spine area. And then release the arm up. And we're going to come into a twist by bringing that left forearm and elbow down next to your right. Getting both elbows down, almost like you're doing a forearm plank, except for without the plank part. And you should be looking for a little bit of a stretch through this left side and lower back. If you do not feel it, move your arms further behind you towards the right side. Keep the elbows down so your shoulders stay parallel to the floor. If your elbow comes up, you're not going to feel much stretch. So you want those elbows down. And then coming back to center and press yourself up. And let's switch to the other side. All right, so you're just going to flip the legs around. You're going to bring the left shin parallel to the top part of the long edge of the mat. Your leg should feel like it's coming straight forward. Bring the back leg straight out to the side. If I did my arms to the T and my arms came down, I'd be touching the side of my knee. So yeah, that's right. So it's got to go further back, right? Because if I put like this and arms come straight down, you want to touch your knee. So scoot your knee back even more if you can. There you go. And your front leg, bring it more towards this way. So that the knee is coming more towards your pink block. So your pink block, you want your knee to come forward towards the pink block. So not this way, that way. Move it more to your right. That way. Yeah, there you go. And then from here, we're going to reach out, come down onto the hand and elbow, reach the arm up and over your ear. And then lift through the rib cage, right side up towards the ceiling. You're going to bend the elbow, bring the right hand behind your head. Maybe you can touch your shoulder. Maybe you touch the spine. This depends on your flexibility. And then reach the arm up. And then we're going to twist. So bring the hand down, the elbow down. The belly button is pulled in just a little bit. And to deepen the stretch through the spine, you're just going to move your head and your arms more behind you to your left. And then come back to center and press yourself up. Bring the legs around for Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Sitting up tall and forward down to your degree. And slowly press yourself back up. We're going to go into supported fish pose using a block and your ball. Now, if you know this doesn't work for you for whatever reason, you can just lie flat on your floor in Shavasana. But you're going to use your ball. You're going to place it right between your shoulder blades, kind of about mid to upper back. You know, lay backwards onto that ball. You want to feel it kind of right between your shoulder blades. Your bum is going to stay down on the ground. You're going to place the block behind your head and then rest your head and the block down onto the floor, and then relax. The legs can stay bent like I've got them, or you can also straighten them out. This should be quite comfortable. So what we're looking for is a thoracic rib cage mobility, going the opposite direction of what most day life is like for most humans. So we're stretching out the pectoral and the bicep tendon, a little bit in the biceps, also getting a little bit of stretch in the upper ab area from the belly button up, right around the front of the rib cage and the sternum area. We do so much reaching for steering wheels, phones, books, golf cart wheels, playing golf, anything that's reaching forward, cooking, mahjong, all those things. This exercise or this stretch here is really great to counter all of our forward reach. See how relaxed you can get into this position. If at any time it's uncomfortable for you, please remove everything and just lie flat on your back. This is Shavasana. Focus on your breathing and let it go. Wiggling your toes, moving your feet around, maybe a little circle or point and flex. And then reach the arms up towards the ceiling and gently going over your head, bringing them back through center and down by your sides. Slow control. Bending one knee at a time, place your feet onto the mat. We're going to remove the block and ball unless you already have. Lift your head, remove your block, lift up a little bit, remove your ball, lower all the way back down to your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Happy baby, holding onto your feet wide. Knees are bent a lot. I'm avoiding your ribs here. Avoid your ribs and avoid your belly. Knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. The feet up towards the ceiling. And gently rock from side to side if that works for you. And then release your feet down to the mat wide for windshield wipers. You might want to move your block out of the way if it's in the way, and roll the knees. The wider your stance, the better. That way you can get a front thigh stretch and a little psoas, lengthening hips. Finishing both sides evenly. Heel toe your feet together. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms on top of your legs. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, forehead comes to your knees. And lower back down. Rolling over onto one side. Coming off your spine. And then slowly make your way up to seated. And thank you so much for coming. Namaste, guys, for a very gentle yoga fit today. Good day, everybody. This is Gentle Total Body Fitness. My name is Stephanie. We're going to get started with